misunderstood that. Right? I thought he was in the movie.
So Ryan Bader did such a good job in the new movie Smashing Machine with Mark Kerr as Mark Coleman. That Rampage thought that Ryan Bader was actually Mark Coleman.
No, I didn't.
We're live on the podcast.
I didn't get a chance to see the movie yet, and I was just with Mark Coleman, and he was talking to me, and he said about the movie. I was like, man, you should have got paid millions of dollars, and I now understand why he didn't get paid because he wasn't actually in the movie.
Makes sense. Ryan Bader, did pretty damn good.
You saw it already?
Yeah, I seen it. We went and saw it.
I went with Luke to watch it.
Yeah.
We invited you. You didn't want to come.
No, that's
TJ
not true.
Showed up. Luke showed up. My dad showed up.
Y'all know I want to support the first MMA movie based off of a real life character. But I just been so busy, I haven't had a chance to go see it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I got to give a big shout out to the greatest co-host. The one and only. This man's been clipped more times than Mr. Beast and Aiden Ross put together.
On, man, don't start that.
He's the face of Kick Streaming. He's the president of the Twerk Off.
Don't start that. Man.
He is officially
when you gonna get
the all-you-can-eat
watermelon's coming.
Why you ain't got no watermelon?
Ladies and gentlemen, Rampage Jaxxon.
Yeah! Quentin! Pulled up in the sprinter, baby!
Quentin pulled up in a sprinter. He's got a brand new water sponsor. Shout out to his water sponsor, the Canadian Rockies water.
It was one water.
And he's doing things that no one ever thought was possible. And that's what I love about Rampage. He's defying the odds. And ladies and gentlemen, we got one of our very own family, day one co-host who Rampage moved out of the way for TJ, which I always thought was a sloppy move.
Wow.
And this guy not only is a family of the brand of Jaxxon, he's been here since day one, but he's in the gym every morning training with our head coach, Joe Cancelleri, and my dad and the whole team, Nick Maximoff. He's putting on, he's bringing the community together. He's aligned and he's fine. And he's ready to do a little time.
I need to get a little more lined up though. Rampage, you got something?
Yeah. I got some.
Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Rockhold. You know, it's amazing to see the team back. Last time I saw you two together, you guys were drunk in an Uber heading home from Koreatown. Rumor on the street that night is you guys shared a little bit more than a little chicken chow mein. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I heard you guys had a little something together.
No, you hearing rumors.
How's the new berries? You like those, Rampage? Not watermelon, but they're on the way.
I wish we would have watermelon though. That's really good.
I
promise you, we're gonna get
a watermelon.
Rampage, that's Luke Rockhold's new protein candy. What do you mean? He needs watermelon flavor?
I'm bringing watermelon. We'll have a signature series. I got you.
Yeah.
Rampage, you're looking lean and you're looking in shape. I like seeing this. I like seeing what we got going on here. To be honest, I think the audience in the Jaxxon Podcast Discord, they want to know. They said last time Luke and Rampage were together, it was all chaos was happening.
What?
Is that true?
No, it was good. We went to your restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Heard you had Marab on your shoulders.
No. That's when I thought Marab was Mexican. It was a Mexican restaurant. He had a mariachi.
We walked in, he's up on the shoulders the whole time. We were like, oh shit.
Luke, it's good to have you back. I haven't seen you since the fight on the podcast. You had a big boxing fight. You came out of retirement for that after putting on a phenomenal, victory in karate combat. You went and did a little boxing against Darren Till with Misfits.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's going on? What happened?
It's different. Boxing's different. It was my first boxing fight, and the preparation is different. The whole handling system is different. Like the glove wrapping and they were like trying to cancel the fight. They were like fucking with me backstage. Like they didn't want me to use Grant gloves. So they basically said the fight's off. And so I'm like backstage, like right before, I'm like, this can happen like this? What the fuck is going on? Like no fight. And so I'm walking around like, is this really happening? And then they're just fucking with me. So they go back in. I have to get my head right. But the thing is like I had torn some cartilage sparring about 8 weeks out, and I didn't spar at all. And I thought I could get through this fight without sparring. And it's just, I felt good. I found my timing. I was hitting my shots, but without sparring, you're not really seeing punches. You're not feeling punches. And like my timing was just a little off. I got caught. I relaxed at the end of the first round and I got caught. And it's fucking hard to come back. It's not like I can go in and wrestle and I do other things, kick. It's like, you can't modify. You're stuck in that same realm. And so it was just, credit to Darren. He showed up. He boxed better than I thought he could ever box, but
you put on a good first round and you were looking good. And like you said, I think you got a little little relaxed, and then that's when you get caught slipping. But you've been one to always say on the podcast, the fight's not over till it's over, hands up the whole time. But it seems like you've always fought like that. You've always kind of fought with your own flow. Is that true?
You always got to fight with your own flow, your own style. It's different. I mean, I was just, once you get hit like that, it's just, it takes a little technique out the window. So it was what it was, but it was a good experience. And
are you officially done?
happy for Darren Till? I like Darren Till. He's a good kid, and I want to see good fights. I want to see people fight a good fighter. You know what I mean? Like you see, like now no one wants to fight him.
We saw Dylan Dennis call you out heavy.
Oh, dude, I slapped the shit out of Dylan Dennis. Then he goes on stage and like acts like he hit me. He didn't do a damn thing.
Is he a fraud?
He was crying. Kid was crying in the back.
Who was crying?
Literally crying in the back, saying he wasn't going to fight.
He was crying?
I fucking guarantee you, my coach was in the back, literally crying, saying his face was bruised.
Rampage?
And he wanted
That's
more.
your guy.
I've never really met him. I think we FaceTime. I thought he was cool when I FaceTime. I don't know anything about him.
I think he's a cool dude. I think he's misunderstood, but Luke really took to having a nice liking with him after I think you trained with him when he was getting ready with McGregor. You guys have been friends for a long time, but now you guys turned into enemies.
I trained with him. I used to go to New York, and I trained with him a little bit before, and then he met McGregor, and then he got a little tainted.
How good is his jiu-jitsu? Does he really have insane jiu-jitsu like everybody says?
It's good jiu-jitsu. It's not great.
Oh my God, Luke.
I mean, he's fighting bums. He's fighting nobody. The guy he fought never fought before ever, and you're gonna look good against guys that can't fight.
But he does have a belt.
What belt?
What belt does he have?
Just won the Misfits belt.
In boxing?
Yeah, no, in MMA.
Are Misfits doing MMA?
Yeah, Misfits are doing
Misfits.
MMA.
Hey,
This is the first MMA.
Did you end up fighting in the Grant gloves at the end of
I
it?
did. Yeah.
They did all that, and you still fought.
They did all. Yeah, it's just like there's a lot of games, a lot of like gamesmanship in boxing, and a lot of different things. Like
Hey.
they have to watch. They have the guy watch you wrap your hands, and then like they were like trying to dictate what gloves we're using and this that. It's a lot of different things.
That's
I
what
wasn't
Francis
used
was
to.
saying. Like when they have a side that they want to win. So what was his promotion in the UK?
Yeah, in the UK. Yeah. No,
All
they,
right. Yeah. Say less. Yeah.
I have a question. Out of all the opportunities of an organization to really maybe dethrone or come within striking distance of USC after being in Misfits, Karate Combat, and doing bare knuckle, what
Strike
do you think?
Force. That's it.
That's it. That's the
I mean,
only
of
one?
course,
that's not around anymore.
Pride, like it was different. You know what I mean? Strike Force was actually in competition, and I was like, "Who's going to be the major leagues?" And then we had the big momentum, and then Josh Barnett and the Fedor fight kept falling apart. Josh fell out, and so that was like our big pay-per-view angle that we're going to go with, and like we had a lot of momentum, but then that fell apart, and then Silicon Valley Group backed out. I think there was some side deals or something like that with the UFC, and they ended up closing shop and bringing us over.
So no organization can come within striking distance right now of the UFC.
Absolutely not. There's no chance.
You agree
And
with that,
there's so much political power. I mean, you're talking about Ari Emanuel, Ezekiel wrote bills for Congress. They own the world.
I'm gonna tell you that if Scott Coker got the right people behind him, I think he would be the only promoter right now that can give the UFC a run for their money. You know, besides like Terry Trevorcock from King of the Cage, but Strike, like you said, Strikeforce was actually a really huge show.
Yeah,
It was really huge, And then Scott Coker, he took over Bellator, and he did what he could do with it. But I heard he was limited by Paramount and all that stuff. But he's a great promoter. But Dana White, man, he just got it. He just got it.
Dana White's got it put together. I think there is an organization that could come within striking distance. The Rampage Twerk Off series. I think is a
fuck.
What? I just saw it live on stream. I saw you streaming. What were you doing yesterday with all these women?
What yesterday? I didn't even stream yesterday. What are you talking about?
What was you doing? You did a twerk off in the middle of downtown LA?
No. I'm having a twerk pageant this Saturday.
And what is a twerk pageant for the audience at home?
It's, like a American, like a Miss America pageant. We doing that with twerk.
And you having a twerk here?
I gotta shoot a little promo here, but I gotta find what I gotta promote my shit. Listen, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Hey, do your thing. We're behind you.
I'll be here, right?
I have to
hey, we're all behind you. We want to watch.
Hey, he might be behind you, but I'll be with you.
I just gotta tell y'all, I started streaming like 5-6 months ago, and I didn't know if I was going to like it. I love it, bro. It's fun as fuck, man. I get to tell my jokes and stuff all day. The bad part is like most of the people in my chat, they comedians too, and they be fucking me up and trolling the shit out of me. But I could take it just like I could give it out.
The best part is when when people don't pick up on it, like Henry Cejudo.
Oh my god, yeah.
What do you say? She had a fart box?
What the fuck? I'm like, Henry, don't you know I'm live? I've been live the whole time. I got a mic right here on my head.
Bro.
He was
Hey,
like, oh,
he
you
came
been
up
live?
to you and he was hollering at that chick, huh? Poor Henry, he didn't know.
I don't know who. I still didn't see who he was talking about. Because I wanted to see that far box that you talking about. Because we was at the Mr. Olympic. There was a lot of fitness chick walking around.
Oh, that's where you were in Vegas?
Yeah.
I was wondering where you were.
Yeah, it was a lot of fitness.
You like those fart boxes out there? Like,
Yeah.
pretty muscular fart boxes.
No. Some of them was good. You know how some
thick?
of those girls are. They're good. I don't mind if a girl have abs if she had like a real big ass. Like one of those big peaches. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you look for?
No, I'm just saying, if you see one of those fitness girls, they got abs, they all.
Yeah, I don't like the abs. I'm not. I like toned.
Yeah. I'm into it. But if she got like a real fat ass,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. She
Fat
got,
ass, but like not like the muscular like
No, no.
indentions. You know, like
No.
it's gotta be like.
Yeah. But some of those girls, they got it right. But then you see the muscle booties. You just look at them. Still a girl's booty.
Yeah, we saw you look at a girl's booty on a stream, and it turned out it wasn't a girl, huh? That was funny. I remember that. The video was going viral all over the place.
No, now see, look, this is the problem. I don't wear my contacts sometimes. And I was walking, what the fuck, loco? What the fuck you laughing at? This is a true story. All I saw was leopard. I saw a leopard print, and it was from the back. And I wasn't looking at her booty. I was looking at the back of her head. And then when I got past, I looked up like, oh shit, I made a mistake. I just kept going.
Rampage.
It's tough these days.
Yeah, bro, listen, I didn't fall for it. It's like, that all happened to us now. It's 2025. We all go through that where you like almost mistaken. You just make sure you don't go all the way. That's why I don't make out. That's why I don't make out with chicks, bro. That's why I don't make out with chicks when I first meet them. I don't make out with chicks when I first meet them. I gotta see.
Brother, you're out your mind right now.
Are you talking?
Nobody goes through that except you.
We
all go through
It's
that.
2026. Nobody's making out with like.
No, I ain't said making out. I said when you walk down, you see a transformer from afar, and you're not sure. I got bad eyes. If I see any of you guys from far away and you wave at me, I don't wave
Why
back.
are you
I can't
saying
see you.
us? Why are you saying us? We're not-
Anybody. I wear contacts, but I don't wear them.
Bro, you're losing it, dog. You're losing it. The stream's going to your head.
Hey, you see what he's doing? He's bringing up your laws. He's bringing up my fucking downcomings.
I didn't bring up his
Hey,
loss. I
you
asked
did.
him first
A
of
little
all.
older, we got eyesight
I
problems.
didn't bring up
Hey.
anything. I asked him, and there's
Yeah, man.
obviously something going on with you right now that you're just coming out right now, and I like that about you. You're
No,
being
no,
honest with the
no,
audience.
no, bro.
I like that you're being honest with
hey.
the audience.
You can't sit here and tell me I'm the only guy that from afar ever mistook a transformer.
Yes, bro, you
No.
are the only guy. Ain't
No.
nobody mistaking anything.
I'm the only
Get
guy in the world.
context.
I'm the only guy in the world from
Yes.
far away, like fucking 20 feet away, walking down the street, see a transformer with another girl. It was two girls. I mean, it was one and a half. I don't know.
Hey, whatever it is.
1.5. I don't know. 1.5 girls. And it was one transformer with another girl, and
No.
That was here. Where was that
it's
at?
just
Right
you,
here?
brother.
it was in Huntington Beach.
In Huntington Beach.
just you.
It was right there at Sharky's. I was walking past Sharky's.
Sharkies.
They, you know what? The thing that the guy, he didn't let her in.
Yeah, honestly, Rampage,
Her,
it's always good to
you?
have you back on the podcast, and I love having you here. And I just
So
want
you
to
can
tell
make fun of me and my
and I just
my
want to tell you,
shortcomings.
ain't nobody better than you, Rampage. Ain't nobody better than you.
My shortcomings.
All right, so
let's
Luke
get
and
into some
Rampage,
fight.
we got the boys back. Let's get into some fights now.
Now some fights.
So the first fight we want to go over is one of our very own, a good friend of the podcast, good friend of the brand, and a good friend of all of us here, Cheeto Vera. He fought, I
Ariel
want to say,
Helwani.
He fought Ariel Helwani?
Yeah,
no, he fought
Neiman?
Zahabi's brother.
Say his name.
Faharis, his brother. I don't want to say the guy's name. Faharis. How do you say it, Luke?
The Ariel Helwani.
Okay, that's
I
crazy.
don't know. I mean, I can't.
Well, we don't got our sheets.
It's a hobby. Something's a hobby.
We're just gonna do these ones. So we got Coach Perillo right there. You got
Yeah.
Cheeto Vera. He's in Canada. He's fighting. I think last time Coach Perillo was in Canada, he was with BJ Penn, and they were fighting GSP. And the guy that Cheeto was fighting, his brother is GSP's coach. Faharis Zahabi. I think that's how you say it. Faharis.
Hey, what's that rapper name that not genuine? Who's that rapper name saying he got that rapper in his corner?
Who? No, that's not him.
What's the
That's
rapper
Cheeto Vera's
name?
wrestling coach.
What's the rapper name that used to wear the
Nelly.
Nelly.
That's not Nelly.
That was Nelly.
It looks
No.
like Nelly, but it's not
Oh.
Nelly. They don't
Oh,
walk
Danny.
out with artists.
Oh.
You're the
That
only
boy
one
Danny.
who came out with 3-6 Mafia.
I never.
You never walked out with 3-6 Mafia?
I was like, that is Ariel Helwani. That boy got hands.
So Zahabi,
He's got that Philly shell. He's got a real ugly Philly shell, but
Luke, break down number 9 ranking Zahabi versus Cheeto Vera, number 7 going into the fight.
I mean, I think it's a great stand-up fight. he makes it work. I don't know. Like he doesn't have like the prettiest style, but he steps on the gas pedal. This is what he does. He goes for broke. That's how this kid wins fights. I mean, he got hurt by Jose Aldo, but he has moments where he just puts caution to the wind, which you have to do in fighting, and you have to go for it. And he was just, there's a couple moments where he did that. Cheeto was like, he's so technical, and he dropped him, and he was hurting him. He just got like, he's blocking a lot of shots. The Cheeto's like, it's hard, like, because the hobbies, he's coming forward and he's throwing all these numbers. Like Cheeto might be blocking a lot of it, but it shows a certain wave to the judges. So you gotta step on the gas.
We saw in the second round, Cheeto Vera landed an amazing left hand, and it just dropped Zahabi.
A jab too.
It
a
was
jab.
just,
It's nothing more beautiful when the guy gets dropped with a jab.
really. Is that a good feeling?
I mean, just a stiff jab.
Yeah, that's a good feeling, bro.
It's like, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like straight up. It's
So
different.
one thing that I was going to ask is when you drop a guy like that, we see Cheeto, like you said, he's so technical and he wants to make the most of the whole round. Are those the moments where you become more aggressive? Are those the moments where because he's so technical, he's able to drop the guy, but then, the follow up on that? Or what do you think the reason why the guy didn't go out with that knockdown?
I don't think you should go for broke after you knock a guy down, because there's so many proven points where guys get really dangerous when they get hurt, and they'll throw back and they'll hurt you. But you have to be measured after you hurt a guy. It's just towards the end of the round, putting a stamp on more of the rounds, I think was the only thing. And then see, here's the thing: he subluxes his finger in the first round, and that's just really hard to deal with. You imagine like your finger going out, and he pulled it back in,
but he starts the second round off with so much volume, so much pressure. Like Cheeto's cardio is insane.
He started a lot faster this time. The first round, second round, he was starting off real well. It was just like the only thing that Zahabi was doing different. He was just finishing as hard as he could at the end of the rounds. Cheeto was blocking a lot of it, but
But a lot of the volume that Zahabi was throwing, it doesn't seem like it was effective volume. It just seemed like it was a lot of volume. Do you feel like the judging is wrong in that sense, or am I just a fan?
Well, I mean, in a close fight in Canada with Canada's own, it's going to be hard to win, in a decision.
But you see Cheeto's defense is incredible. Like Perillo's striking with Cheeto is just phenomenal. He has insane hands. He knows what to do. He's keeping his guard up the whole time, and then he's letting him fly. He definitely didn't start slow, like you said, I know a big critic of his was starting slow.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely pushed the pace. I think the only thing I could see that they might have like rewarded the other guy with is just those last minute bursts, and that's you gotta stamp on each round a little bit. But Cheeto was on it the whole time. It was a great fight.
And right here you see Zahabi falls, Cheeto attacks, he stays on him, stays on the pressure. What do you think Zahabi did for this in terms of preparation? Did you see anything different compared to his last fight? Because a lot of people called the last fight a somewhat controversial win.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't seen too much of Zahabi, honestly. He doesn't. I don't know what makes him so special other than the fact that he just goes for broke. And that's the thing. It's like you got to throw caution to the wind, and a lot of the guys like that win fights and push to the top is you gotta just go. I mean, like some guys are very technical, and then some guys just put it on the line.
And Rampage
right there, boom.
You
Right
see
there.
the drop down in round 2 right here, and then he attacks him. So Cheeto's power is phenomenal. And the way he gets on this dude. But you think that this guy would go out, like you said, Luke? He just is able to find his balance again, even with the wind being knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good shot. He was a little off balance, but he definitely got hurt. And if he
was it the jab?
Jab, just a straight stiff jab.
Yeah,
pinched him.
It hurt him, but it seems like he recovered so fast because he has good cardio.
Mm-hmm. And Rory McDonald was here these last 2 weeks, and he was talking about Zahabi. He was talking about training. He was talking about the things these guys do in Canada to get ready for fights. But like Luke says, the technical side definitely looks like it goes more towards Cheeto in this fight with the way he was kind of so precise. I just feel like the volume versus the impact. Like I don't see Zahabi landing a lot. I don't see Zahabi doing a lot of technical striking. I don't see him doing a lot of technical defense. It's just a lot of smothering, a lot of patterns, and Cheeto's just going for everything.
Sick body shot right there.
Yeah, what I see Cheeto, there is a mistake, but actually it's like shows his experience. When he dropped him, he didn't gas himself out trying to finish him right there. A lot of people, it's like a gamble, right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes you do it, but then it can gas you out. You see, he kind of like when he dropped him and they scrambled, he got up. Cheeto probably just took his time. He said, "All right, I'm not finna try to out punch him. You know what I'm saying? Punch myself out, take him out." Which is.
Was that a big thing for you when you guys were fighting?
Yeah, when I saw somebody hurt, like you try to go for broke and try to get him out of there because anything can happen in the fight, right? The guy you can get caught in a submission and like 2 minutes later. So you try to take him out, but Cheeto he made the decision to like, okay, I'm a not press him right now and I'm gonna get him later. I already hurt him, but he recovered.
Yeah, I think this is like his moments where he just got Cheeto. He was effective when he's backing Cheeto up. Cheeto just took a couple too many steps back at certain times, but he loves to be like technically, especially defensive too, and then come forward and pick his shots.
There was a lot of controversy with the reffing and the judging, and they were talking about the ref stopped the fight 3 seconds earlier in the Nelson fight. The fight wasn't over. Nelson thought he had the TKO, and the ref, thought he heard some sort of bell or whatnot. And then in this fight, the judging, there was some other controversy with Kevin Holland getting hit in the nuts, which we'll talk about. Do you feel like the judge, the way this was scored, the outcome of this fight was poor, Luke?
It's definitely, it was a close fight. It's definitely, I saw Cheeto win this fight. Yeah, I don't enjoy watching Zahabi's his style. It's very kind of funky, but it's aggressive, and he did have moments for sure.
Well, it's a close fight, but to me, just try not to be biased though. It looked like Cheeto did more damage to me. I'm sorry.
Damage for sure.
Damage for sure.
That's the thing. Cheeto was never in danger.
Right.
There was real moments where this kid was hurt.
Right. When it's a close fight, then you would think that the win would go to the guy who did the most damage.
Especially, I like the point you just talked about, never was in danger. Like, I feel like a lot of these fighters put themselves in a position to put on a good fight. Of course, they're going to take a few for being in the pocket, but they're not in danger. They should be rewarded for that. They're putting on a good show. They're being smart. They still have their defense, but they're striking and they're giving us a nice fight. And Rampage, you bring up a great point. Do we feel like the judging it's time for an update on the way we score fights?
Yeah, 100%. Because I feel like a lot of the judges come from boxing. A lot of judges are like.
That's a great point, Rampage.
Yeah.
What do you feel the advantage of that is for some of these fighters having these?
I don't think it is an advantage for MMA fighters for a lot of the it's called like this is Canada too, right?
Yep.
And I don't know how big MMA is big in Canada. I don't know how many shows and stuff they have. I don't know how big boxing is in Canada.
And they don't have a lot of stars in Canada, and they need stars. So you think going to Canada, they're gonna give the decision to a Canadian, especially they're trying to build up right now.
Yeah, 100%.
That's an amazing point, Luke. Talking about stars in Canada, when we saw GSP was on the rise and Rory McDonald, Tri-City, there was a headquarters in Canada for UFC. Obviously, as the stars started to fade from Canada and the reorganization and UFC got bought, they got rid of that headquarters. But there used to be a lot of fights in Canada. There used to be a lot of momentum coming out of Canada. So I definitely feel Luke's point on that.
Canada is like their national sport out there. There's no one that loves fighting more than Canada.
Really?
Canada and the UK, I swear to God.
Wow.
It's everywhere.
Wow.
Like
I didn't know
GSP was the biggest star.
Great. Yeah, for
These are
real.
great.
MMA is so popular in Canada.
Luke, your protein candy, where do people buy these things?
You got we just launched 400 stores here at Kroger's. Next year we'll have 7-Eleven, we'll have Whole Foods, but we're on Amazon as well right now. We're ever in Canada, but we're launching
Amazing.
right now this week, 400 stores at Kroger's.
Now I see this fight and I think to myself, after watching Coach Perillo put in such an amazing camp, Cheeto striking, looking better than ever. Where does Coach Perillo, where does the camp go from here, Luke? How do they restructure, get back in the favors of the UFC? Because we see he has the potential. He has the star power. He's coming off huge fights. I mean, he's still a big name for the UFC.
Yeah, he's still a big name, and he's still loved, and he puts on great fights. I mean, it's definitely a little bit of a skid, but I think he did a lot of things better this fight, stepping on the gas. You just got to get the right fight, and you just got to you got to really can't back up at times. There's just certain things you got to put a stamp on these things. You got to win. You got to go out there and really do some solid convincing at the end of rounds.
Rampage, what was the worst reffing or worst kind of judging that you've ever had? vice versa?
The worst judging that I had, what you talking about when I fought Forrest Griffin?
Oh,
You about me personally,
Oh,
or the worst judging I ever seen?
yeah, that's
the worst judging I ever seen was on The Ultimate Fighter.
Really?
Yeah, they had this one lady judge there, and she brought her kid there the whole time. Her kid was running around, and she was like tending to her kid, and she didn't even watch the fights.
So personally, though, the Forrest Griffin one's the worst refereeing judging you've ever had?
It was the worst because, you know, sometimes when you end the fight, I didn't know. I thought, oh, maybe I did lose this fight because you trust the judge.
Yeah.
When I went back and watched that fight, like, man, I won 3 out of 5 rounds.
Is that one of the only fights you ever went back and watched after?
Oh yeah, I watched that.
You told me you don't watch fights.
Yeah, because that's when I lost my belt.
Oh, got it.
I watched that fight
By yourself at home?
Yeah, I watched it with my team.
And
Cause they told me I won. They was mad at me when I did the interview and said like, well, he kicked my ass because I thought he did.
Who said that?
I said it in my. I said it because they gave him the decision and I was in a fight and you know for me I'm going off instinct so I'm not in there thinking so I thought yeah okay maybe he won. Then I watched the fight like you got to beat the champ to be the champ and I won 3 out of 2 rounds. Then I can't remember what happened but you guys may be able to look this up. But 2 fights later, it was one show and then another show later, another champion. It happened the other way where the champion kept his belt and they said, "Oh, you got to." It was a close fight or whatever, and he kept his belt. And they was like, "Oh, you got to beat the champ to be the champ." And these people said, "Oh, well, what happened with Rampage?" And they shut it down. I was like, "Oh, okay, you know what it was."
You don't watch your wins. You don't like to watch your nice work. Like I liked it. When I was younger, I used to love going back and watching like when I executed the way I want. It's like,
No, I watch the clips. If I win, I watch the clips. If I lose or get knocked out, I would never watch that shit ever.
Never.
None of it.
I watch it one time.
Yeah.
One time that night. See what the fuck happened.
This is an honest question for you, Rampage, and then Luke, I'll ask you the same thing. Does it make you more upset knowing that you won the fight and they didn't give it to you, or does it make you more upset knowing you're a better fighter and you didn't just finish him?
With that fight, I remember we talked about it here with Forrest. I think I was more upset that he knew he didn't win that fight. Come on, you got to know because when I fought Shogun at that time in Pride, I thought he beat me. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. I thought he beat me, and they gave me the fight, and I was like, man, I think I lost that fight. And you know that. You know what I'm saying? And people say it was a really close fight, and people was like, yeah, Rampage, you won that fight. And I was even trying to give him my trophy in the ring. I was young. He was like, man, I don't want that shit. I'm like, yeah, okay. But you know,
you were young. He was young.
Yeah,
he was like 20 in there.
Yeah, he was younger than me, huh?
When you beat Shogun, right?
Yeah, and not Shogun, Ninja, my bad. Ninja, my bad.
Yeah,
Ninja.
You want the rematch with Shogun.
Yeah, I want the rematch with Shogun. My bad. When I fought Ninja, his brother. So, I feel like I always fought with honor. If you guys pay attention to my fights, I never fought dirty. I never eye poked anybody my whole career. You know, I never needed or kicked anybody in the nuts intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so one thing about me, I joke around stuff outside the ring, but I always want to be the most entertaining fighter, but I always fought with honor. And I wanted to be the best fighter that day.
That's
you know
the Japanese in you.
Yeah. What?
That's the Japanese in you.
You gotta be careful to take a compliment from Bear.
Right.
Because sometimes your compliments be kind of like
but you're
backhanded.
super into Japanese culture.
Yeah,
And
yeah. They used to call me Kokujin Samurai.
What does that mean?
Black Samurai.
and to expand on that point, were you more upset with that Forrest Griffin fight or the way he handled himself on the podcast?
I fucking enjoyed it. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I love Forrest, but that was a very interesting podcast.
This is the craziest thing. I actually think Forrest Griffin is super funny.
He was on point that day. I'm not gonna lie.
He was funny.
I didn't expect it.
No,
He's very funny.
I always liked him as a person because he's super funny. But then, I had this problem with him because he took my belt. And I'm gonna keep it 100. I went to like a little dark, deep depression after that fight. I started back smoking cigarettes. That's when I started, like, my weight started going up over the years. It was just that turning point in my fight because it just...
You lost the world championship. I know it's like.
Well, you were the champ and you lost to a guy everybody knows you should have beat or did beat, right?
Right.
So that probably is what
So it hurts even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Luke, what was the worst refereeing decision, judging? What was the worst one you've ever had happen to you?
I just think that Herb, my boy, but you should have stopped the fight for Weidman in the third round. The third round was I didn't know what else I should do. There's not a point in the fight where I've been like hurting somebody and like thought like damn, what the, like, I almost want to take it easy on him because I was just putting elbows through his face like over and over, and I just kept just ringing him out, and it was just, at the moment it felt like it should have stopped. It would have been a little sexier.
I don't want to throw anybody under the bus and stuff like that, but with my thoughts, I've been saying this a long time. Do you guys feel the same way? Do you guys think that the promoters kind of tell referees like, all right, now if you can let this guy win, or if you can stop the fight faster? Do you guys ever, you know what I'm talking about? Do you ever think? Because I be watching this.
Tell the referees or the judges. I think
both, everything, because they don't get paid that much. Say.
I think the judges are more like manipulated. Than the refs.
I feel that. But think about the referees. Think about some of the fights that get stopped really soon, and some fights that go like, "What are you doing? Stop it!"
Yeah.
So
You think sometimes the organizations want some of these fighters to get a beat down?
I just think that sometimes they were saying like, if you. I know I've seen that in Pride before. This is when I started thinking it in Pride. Like sometimes they just let some fights go on too long, especially when it's a Japanese guy. They just like they want to see if he can come back. Maybe he can come back, and then then the Japanese guy just get pounded even worse.
Well, in Japan for sure.
Sure, that's what made me start thinking that.
Sure.
Because my second fight in Japan, it wasn't in Pride, and a lot of you guys haven't seen it. I fought this pro wrestler called Alexander Atsuka, right? So my first fight was with Sakuraba, and it was a short notice fight, 10-minute round. I gassed out. They brought me back shortly after that. I went straight up to the Big Bird, trained with Tito, so I was in really good shape. I started training Muay Thai with Colin Oyama. I'm a totally different fighter the next time they saw me. They had no idea. I'm totally better, right? So I'm fucking this guy up in the first round, and you can knee him to the face and stuff on the ground, and they stopped the fight. And I'm like, yeah. I thought I won. I finally won in Japan. They were like, no, that was the end of the round. I didn't hear no bell. So and the referee
knee him in the face on the ground.
Yeah, referee got mad at me, and I was like, what the fuck? I told him I fucked this guy up, and then so they brought him out the second round, stuff like that, and then I just ended the fight, right? And they was mad at me. So that's what made me think like they should have stopped that fight a long time ago. I was kneeing the fuck out this guy on the ground in his face, and I thought that's why they stopped the fight.
That's like this one too. Is like you're like. Fuck.
But do you feel like
then you got like I love how you're going through and you just like on the side of the panel you got Rampage with two girls getting ready to twerk off.
Yeah. Hey, I love how my algorithm on YouTube every time I go to watch Luke Rockhold highlights, it's Rampage twerk offs on the live stream.
I've never had a twerk off yet.
The whole internet just thinks you're Mr. Twerk off.
No. Listen, I like
Do
seeing
you
girls
enjoy
twerk.
twerking? What?
I like seeing girls twerk. Men shouldn't twerk.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. No.
I saw a video of you and Mark Coleman this weekend, and you guys it looks like you were having a twerk off outside a club.
No, this wasn't.
think
true.
Where were you mad? Mark Coleman stole your girl?
No. I've made it seem like that.
Okay.
I made it seem like that because this one girl, she was a ring girl, and I liked her. And she was cool because the other two ring girls were lesbians.
I like
so,
ring girls.
Yeah. But this one I liked because she was the only straight ring girl. The other two was lesbians because I was trying to talk to the other one.
You don't like that? I kind of like that. I like it more when they're lesbians because it's just a little more difficult.
No, the other lesbian was cock blocking her girlfriend. So I was like, I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
I'd take them both, but who am I?
Where were you?
I'm not good looking enough. I'm not like you. I couldn't just go, give me both. You know what I'm saying? If you was there, maybe I would have got your leftovers. I would have got the scraps. But it was me.
Tell me this guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Where was this?
We was in Virginia Beach.
What?
You never been?
You never been to Virginia Beach?
Virginia Beach?
Oh, yeah. God damn it. That's what I said.
Virginia Beach.
My favorite beach.
It's my favorite
Bro,
beach.
I never send you clips because I always know if they're fake or not, or if you're clipping. And this one I couldn't tell, so I sent it to you.
So let me tell y'all how I do it. Since I'm silly, I know how to act and stuff like that. What I do is on my stream, it's all real, but it's me fucking with people. They don't know how to take it. They don't know like what the fuck is Rampage saying. So Mark Coleman was helping this ring girl get in because she couldn't get in the club because she had gotten a fight there. She got put out there twice. And when I pulled up, she was like, "Help me get in the club." And I was like, "Okay." And then now see the problem. I said, "But why are you hanging out with Mark Coleman? What the fuck? I was trying to, talk to you yesterday."
Hey, Mark's looking good right now. He's looking ripped up.
Bro, yeah,
He's ripped up. He's wearing Travis Scott's. He's got some Santo Studio on. His drip's crazy.
Bro, Mark Coleman's a nigga, bro.
He's a what?
He a nigga.
What does that mean?
Take it how you want it. He's one of us.
So he be getting down like us.
Man, he just cool, man. He just cool people.
He be getting down.
No, he's just cool people. Man, you wouldn't think that Mark Coleman would be that cool.
Did he pull?
No, he said he got a girlfriend. He wasn't. I set that up. He said he wasn't even trying. He was just trying to help the girl out get in the club because she was with us the day before.
Can I ask you an honest question? Did you think Mark Coleman was Ryan Bader?
No, I know Mark Coleman. I used to fight with him in Japan.
So why? So
No, I told you the confusion was I didn't get a chance to see the movie. So I thought that he was in the movie. And I just asked him, I said, how much they pay you for that damn movie? I just, just boys talking. We just talk like that. He said, I ain't get paid a goddamn time. And it was a confusion. I'm like, he was in the movie. And he didn't correct me.
It's kind of crazy. I feel like if they're portraying you and like you're advising, you should probably get a pay.
You should get
like
something,
that,
right?
His was one of the main characters.
And they
portrayed.
And they use his name, right? His real name, right?
Yeah, and Ryan Bader played him.
Right. They should have broke him off something, right? So that was a disconnect. He was in the movie.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, his character was in the movie.
His character was in the movie.
But Ryan Bader did a good job.
Did he?
We're going to have him on the podcast next week.
He did a great job, yeah.
Fuck Ryan Bader. I don't
Why?
want because he beat me too
You guys fought?
in Japan in UFC.
He did. Right
No, in Bellator or UFC?
UFC.
I don't remember that. I thought it was
Maybe
Bellator.
it was Bellator. I can't remember.
I thought Bellator fights don't count.
it was UFC. No. It was UFC because I remember I got mad at Dana White after that.
Wrestling, right? I think
Yeah.
Why'd you get mad at
I
Dana
remember
White?
that. It was at Japan UFC, yeah.
Yeah, because I got injured before the fight, like a month out before the fight. And I tore my meniscus a little bit. And I told Dana, I'm like, man, I tore my meniscus, like, but I don't really want to pull it out because I don't think I'll ever fight in Japan again because UFC didn't ever go to Japan. I didn't think I was going to go to Bellator or anything. He was like, yeah, okay, just let me know. I'm sorry, I'll let you know in a couple of weeks. So I still fought. And then after the fight, I lost by decision. He was like, oh, I don't think Rampage has it in him anymore. I was like, oh, man, what the fuck?
Oh, that hurt you that he said that?
Yeah, because it's, because
He said that publicly?
in the press conference, that's when me and Dana, that's when I started looking at
Maybe
Dana
that's him just looking out for you.
No, you don't say
No.
that. You don't say that because
He says a lot of things, man. It's just sometimes.
I don't know. What'd you think? He forgot that I was injured, that we had this phone call, and
He could have.
But I started looking at him different from there. Like he
I've heard him talk very highly of you.
No, he could have said like, you know what, Rampage. It was a good fight at the end of the day because it was a good fight. I just lost the decision. But honestly, I'm not mad at Ryan Bader. I like him. I respect him.
You guys are going to be cool if we come on the podcast?
Yeah. I'm
No
just
fighting?
joking. I was just joking. I like Ryan Bader.
All right, because he's coming on, so let's not fight. All right, so now we have our good friend and friend of Rampage Jaxxon for sure, Kevin Holland. And he got into a fight here against Malott in Canada. Kevin Holland just taken fight after fight after fight this year. I don't know. This is probably like his 6th fight of the year, 5th fight. But this guy never says no to a fight. But it looks like he was getting kicked in the balls. And DC asked this guy. And this guy's response after the fight was this.
It's AI, dog.
No. He actually said that as a joke. So he hits him once. They gave Kevin Holland a few seconds. And then he knees him just straight in the balls. And then it was a 4-minute wait time for this.
Okay, I wasn't really in the balls. I'm not gonna say. I just watched that fight. I literally just watched it, and that was borderline. They barely touched. And if you're wearing a cup, man, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt that bad. All love for Kevin, but like, there's a lot going into that, and it wasn't exactly necessary.
Don't be rude. Don't put audio over him talking.
No. I'm taking it off. I want to ask you an honest question though. Do you feel that Kevin was just trying to get his win back, or why do you feel that then?
I mean,
what was going on here? Then break it down for me. I got to be very cautious on how and what I say here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe his balls are just really big or something. But
Maybe his balls is higher up than other people.
A little higher up there. I don't know. There's a lot going into this. I mean, like
the ref gave him a full 2, 3, 4 minutes. I feel
supposed
like
to get five.
Kevin's he's always someone, But it's like you should just not fight or fight, not fight or fight. I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. Is like. Because he took 5 minutes, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Then he went into the fight and he was still grabbing his balls for the rest of the minute.
What 2 doctors in the cage asking if he could fight or not, though? They were trying to
went
give
into
him
the
the
next
time.
round too. It's like he just kept going.
So how many times did he get hit in the balls that fight? 2
like
times?
at least 2 or 3 times.
2 times.
So I got a question for you. Did you wear steel cups when you fought?
I did wear steel cups.
Me
Yeah.
too. Like people, they kick me in the nuts. I ain't give a fuck. Just keep going.
But it doesn't. It
Steel
doesn't
cup
hurt you.
No, steel cup was the way to go. That's like I always wore a steel cup.
Yeah, steel cup.
Like you don't feel shit.
You don't feel shit.
I don't think Kevin's the kind of a guy that would wear a steel cup.
The steel cup that goes in the strap or that it goes in the shorts.
No, it's like a
Everyone
Muay
wears
Thai.
that. Yeah.
But you didn't wear like a thong though, did you?
I wore that thing straight up my
Oh
ass.
my God! No way!
I knew it.
Say it ain't so.
Raw dog.
Oh my God!
You are a sick puppy.
You're a sick puppy.
Hey, I always had Crazy Bob Cook like Bob, tie me up.
I
You wear underwear and then wrap it through. But the thing was,
No.
if that string wasn't up your ass, I wasn't ready to fight.
No. I modified mine. We put 2 strings on the side, and you tie it tight on both sides like a jock strap. But when you get this steel cup, you got to stuff your balls in that motherfucker good though. So because it'll pinch you a little bit if you're not careful.
You gotta get the right ones.
Yeah.
Is this what it looked like? Just string and a cup?
Well, that's
the
a that's a newer one. Mine was like mine didn't have no Fairtex, no covering on that. It was all metal.
That's what I used to wear. Yours was all metal.
Yeah, it was straight up from Thailand.
Yeah.
It wasn't Fairtex.
No, mine had that, but it's metal on the inside. That's like where your balls are nice and cold.
And then you have like the soft part on the backside.
Sure.
Yeah.
100%.
So you'd have your piece in this steel, ice cold metal covering protection.
Like,
And that would really protect you?
Yeah, people used to kick me in the nuts all the time, and probably they'd kick you straight up.
No way.
And we hurt them.
Yeah, everyone wears these diamond cups now. But,
What's that?
I don't know. Cheeto was wearing them, and
No,
I tried it, but the steel cup is
way to go.
Steel's always way, and it's like there's nothing like it. People don't get it, but you put a steel cup when you're riding a guy, and you're just thrusting your hips, and you're thrusting,
right
and honestly,
MMA turn.
When you're on a guy, you're riding him, and you thrusting your hips into him, and you just
Hey, yo, I've been out of the game too long.
Hey, when you put that steel cup hurts, man.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It hurts.
You put it in their sternum?
Hey, if you're on top of a guy, mounting the guy on your back, like you fucking riding on him.
Who'd you ever ride?
Man, I ride them all.
Why you looking in my eyes?
Why did you stare at him?
Did you ask Machida about
Oh my God.
Come on, dude.
Chris
you fought
Weidman
Machida?
rode that ass, dude. Hey.
You fought Machida?
Yeah.
And you rode him?
I rode him bad. I rode him dirty.
That's who you rode the hardest?
I rode him real hard.
Machida ain't never getting rid by nobody. Machida's a legend.
Machida's a legend, but
Hey, listen.
legends get roads.
Hey,
sometimes.
as a olive branch, let's send Kevin Holland a steel cup.
As a gift from the
As a
Jaxxon
gift,
podcast.
Jaxxon,
With the drawstring.
Yeah. With Jaxxon, put a Jaxxon cup.
I like that.
Yeah,
Hey,
the bottom string
get a
for sure.
steel cup and send it to Kevin Holland's manager,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Hey, with the drawstring and say, and Luke, you do a tutorial video how to put it on.
Yeah, and maybe we can all be friends again. 'Cause I like Kevin Holland.
I like
man.
Kevin too.
I
man.
would love to be friends again with Kevin Holland just to have him back on here.
He ain't no. Fuck that. He ain't never coming back on the podcast.
No.
No. He ain't did. I don't think he did a podcast since us. I don't
No,
know.
he went on the air and said, "No, I never did."
Yeah.
No more
So,
podcasts."
but send him a steel.
All right,
cup.
Kevin
I'll
Holland,
pay
we're
for it.
sending you a peace
did
offering.
he post something? I think I saw somebody post something like "I suck," and put a picture of himself like on the ground holding his nuts.
No, I
or
think he
something.
did a tweet like, "Yeah, I sucked, but we'll be better. We'll come back." Like, just basically telling the fans, like, "Sorry, we'll come back."
You never know what's going to come out of Kevin Holland's mouth.
Yeah, I've seen-
That's it. You got to
yeah.
appreciate him. He's just
Something you got to
he's
appreciate
an
about him, though,
entertainer.
regardless of all of our situation with him. The guy takes fights every other month.
Yeah.
He is such a fighter that he's the fighter's fighter.
I mean,
Bro, it's smart. I'm gonna tell you something. It's smart to do it while you're young. I used to fight 6 times a year in Japan. It's smart to get if you love fighting, you do it as much as you can while you're young, because your
You don't
biggest
wanna do
opponent
it.
was to be
Age.
Father Time.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. How old is he? Is
He's
he?
getting up there.
But he still like he's still able.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like coming back in and fighting, it's like fighting a younger guy. You feel like when you just lost a step. You know what I mean? You're just not what you used to be, and that's what I felt last time out. And it's like if I'm not fighting, I've always wanted to fight the best guys in the world at the best time. If I'm not quite there, which I realize, let's transition.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you though, if you, no, I don't wear a cup when I spar and stuff though, right? And I used to spar Congo. He's a knee and kick you in the nuts like a couple times.
Congo?
Yeah.
Check Congo?
Oh yeah.
He would knee you in the nuts?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
He'd kick you and knee you in the nuts all the time. Man.
I would do that too to you if I was getting thrown at me.
Well, Congo, he used to beat the shit out of me. But
Yeah, I think he was kneeing you in the nuts because you used to take a
fuck with
dump
him?
and then throw it at him.
no, that's not
he
true.
was the dump
Never
thrower.
done.
You were like you were doing something. You used to
Who
mess
threw
with-
their dumps at each other?
Nobody. That was a fucking joke.
No, it's not a joke.
That's nobody. Bro, do you know I'm a germ freak?
Is it true you went in the bathroom when he was taking a shower?
No,
Did he do that to you?
I don't remember. He probably did. This is what I did to him. This is
what goes on up there in Big Bear? You'd probably love it
this
up there.
was-
Hey, Big Bear, Little Bear.
No, this
up
was
in
in
Big Bear.
this was in the UK. This was in the UK. I always locked my shower. What the prank started, we started pranking each other. What I did was when he was showering, as soon as we got home from the gym, we all had to take turns taking a shower. I teabagged his pillow with my sweaty ball sack.
That's disgusting.
And somebody's told him.
I'd be kicking you in the balls all day long after that.
Brother, that's disgusting.
So it was no showering.
Did you not say on a podcast that he threw poop at you?
No, he better not throw no poop at me.
Or you threw poop at him?
I never threw poop at Congo. I don't touch poop.
Then why do we have it on a podcast?
I don't know what he was saying.
Wayne, do we have it on a podcast?
No, I ain't throw no poop at Congo, but I did teabag his pillow because Congo, when
That's ridiculous.
he used to have like this perfect white pillow. He used to lay on it. He was stuck in the pillow, and he pissed me off one time. I can't remember when he did, and I think somebody snitched because they was watching me. They probably videotaped me. They had my and I teabagged it right after training.
I do it. You didn't
You
videotape
filmed
it?
yourself teabag?
I didn't film it.
I would
but
definitely. I would.
teabagged.
Dude, if I teabagged man's pillow, you gotta film it. You gotta let him know what you did.
Did you ever tell him you did that?
Oh, he found out.
So you didn't get any like capture that.
They filmed. I don't know if they
footage?
posted. This
Yeah,
was before,
no footage. Where's the footage?
This was years ago before
How
social media.
did you do it? Did you hump the pillow? Or you just kind of
No,
rub the balls of it?
I took my. It was right after the gym. I took my.
I knew I was
Oh
gonna.
my!
I took
Next
my
question.
salty boys off and they placed it on his pillow.
How sweaty your balls get while you work out?
Nigga, I'm not answering that motherfucking question.
I just want to know how sweaty the pillow was.
It's enough. It's enough.
No,
It was a lot.
Yeah, next subject.
yeah.
Let's go back.
Hey,
to the fight.
wait, real quick. Who was in the camp for that fight? Oh, raise the volume on that.
Let's see what it says.
You know, you remember when I got you with the LeBron James one. You gave up that one. When I photoshopped your face on LeBron James. No. When you told walking out of his foot like this. Come on,
No,
Wait.
no, he was talking about memes.
No, you were messing with him on the.
You did shit. Man, I always fuck you up.
Oh my!
Wait, when you bring some V, I hit you even 10 times.
Yeah, he's talking about memes. We doing a meme war.
Oh, got it. So you and Congo used to get in on it.
No, we used to. We was in a war from. Remember when I did the teabagging?
Yeah.
We was in a fucking war. He called it, oh, you want war? So we was in a war from years. Like when we used to see each other, it would be pranks in person. And then we didn't see each other no more because I'm moving here. And so it went on Instagram. And that Instagram meme war lasted for years.
Who
And
won?
I don't know who won, but I had to stop because my page got banned because they said I was racist.
What?
Yeah, because I started saying some about African stuff. So
Hey, real quick, who was in your
You can't be
camp?
black and be racist.
Yeah, you can't be racist.
I know.
whatever.
And my page got
Oh,
banned.
check Congo.
And
I would be mad. Look at this. Look
Listen,
at this.
let me finish the
Yeah,
story. My
yeah.
page got banned, and then you remember I had to use my dog's page,
To DM Khalil Roundtree's wife.
and I wasn't running that page. My friend Popeye was. Remember, all of it coming together. Remember, I told you I had to go to use my dog's page, and that's when my page got banned because I was saying they thought I was being racist against Congo and Shannon Briggs.
Oh, you
That's-
were being mean to Shannon Briggs.
I wasn't being racist.
Hey, real quick, who was in your camp for that? Why was Chet Congo there? What fight do you remember?
I don't remember. I had a bunch of fights in England, but that was when I was training with Michael Bisping, Chet Congo, Rico Rodriguez was up there, Zach Light. We, you know who we had cooking? The Dolce Diet motherfucker was up there cooking.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't like him?
No, not no more.
Oh. Hey, real quick, everybody always talks about Rico Rodriguez. How good was he?
It's good, bro.
Yeah, he
Train
was
with
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get him on the podcast.
He's down. He's down to do the podcast.
We
First
got to get him
UFC
on.
champ,
First
right?
UFC heavyweight champion.
Was he the first?
I think so. Oh, no. Actually, I think Mark Coleman was the
Mark
first
Coleman was the first
UFC
wave.
heavyweight champion.
He was
Yeah.
one of the first.
Rico-
He was one of the first for sure.
I've trained hours and hours with Rico. Rico, it was really good, man. He was surprisingly really good at jiu-jitsu because how big he was. And how my bad, Rico. How he moved. He's not fat no more, but how he moved around. But he was kind of pudgy.
He was
back
good.
then.
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
good.
those big boys that can work.
So Brendan Allen gets a TKO win
Can we
after
talk about how bad his tattoos are, though?
Reiner de Ryder was unable to continue. Real quick before we go in the tattoos, I got to say that again. Brendan Allen gets a TKO over one of the most popular, one of the fastest growing superstars in the UFC, Ryder, after he was unable to continue. That is the craziest headline of 2026.
Wait. So he wasn't able to continue, but he won.
No, so De Ryder is number 4 ranked going in the fight. Allen's number 9. They're in the round 4. You could see he's just smothering him with the ground game. Luke, you can kind of break this down when I'm done. And then when they go back to their stool, first of all, you could see something's wrong with Ryder. He can't get up. This is like his 4th fight of the year, I think. He's been cutting weight like a madman. But you could just see how exhausted he is. His coaches come over, but that's when the ref comes over and tells him, hey, if you can't get to your stool, I got to call the fight. Right when he sits down, this is when the ref tells him, can you finish the fight? And you could hear it. And his coaches are asking him, are you okay? And the doctor comes over and the coach says, can you continue? And he says, I'm not good. You can see him shaking his head. And that's when his coach calls it and throws in the white towel.
Robbie threw in the towel?
Right here.
Robbie stopped it.
Robbie Lawler?
Yeah, Robbie's.
And this is when they stop the fight. And Herzog calls it off. That is crazy.
Why? What was? Why though? What was so bad about that fight?
What do you think?
I heard he had a really tough weight cut from
Yeah.
Cheeto and the guys. So I mean that could definitely play a role in those later rounds. How you doing? But like, what it comes down to, man, wrestling. These guys got to learn how to wrestle. He was losing top position over and over again, and he was so committed to grappling. You're not going to win at the top level without being able to wrestle these days. I mean, that's why Hamzat is so good, because he's just so good at positional wrestling. You know, like you rely on jiu-jitsu, and jiu-jitsu doesn't always work, and then you get tired and you fall off. It's like position of wrestling wins fights. And this is not like the old school days where like jiu-jitsu was new and no one knew it, and the guys would win and get arm bars. Like everyone's so versed, and you're not going to get by without having to wrestle, like hard-nosed wrestling. That's how you maintain position.
So Reiner de Ryder, he is a 35-year-old, 6'4", and he's a black belt in judo, black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he's from the Netherlands. And like Luke's talking about,
He's a big guy.
He's a big dude.
It's a big guy. It's a lot of weight to cut. And you're fighting earlier in the day too.
What weight class though?
You're fighting in Canada, a place you're not used to. Like when I fought you well in Australia,
This was middleweight.
We fought in the middle. Like we fought in the middle of the day, and so you lose like a whole portion of your recovery time as well. You're not fighting at
that's
12,
an amazing
You're
point.
not fighting at 12 o'clock at midnight. I was fighting at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm losing all this recovery time. And I was like, I just couldn't even like put it in my head like why I wasn't hitting hard, and I didn't really even think about like pulling out. I was tripping out because I was like, my power just wasn't there and my body wasn't recovered.
Luke, how important was your recovery time after cutting weight and then going into the fight day? Because people don't realize there's a ceremonial weigh-in, but after you actually officially weigh in, then you could start putting on some food, right?
Yeah. No, there's a ceremony. Like most people now, you weigh in the morning. Back in the day, you used to have to weigh in at the public weigh-ins. You have to keep weight, but now you weigh in the morning. But for my fight in Australia, they made us. It was their first fight in Perth, and so they made us stay on weight until the public weigh-ins. So I lost a lot of other recovery time the day before, and didn't get the recovery time the day after.
Rampage, how was it in Pride? Did you have to weigh in and then wait a day and then do a ceremonial weigh-in?
Wait a day, no. Like, so I'm talking. So nowadays we weigh in the morning, first thing at 9 a.m. Right? That's what we do. But then, and then you would go to the public weigh-in at 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the day, you would have to maintain weight until 4 p.m.
So wait like half a day. Yeah. You would have to maintain that weight for like half a day.
Yeah. So you would make weight in the morning, and then you'd have to go through medicals, all this transitioning, and like they would put you through multiple hours of carting you off and putting you at the weigh-ins.
Plus press.
You know the crazy thing about Pride is when I first went there was no weight classes. And so
There's no drug testing.
no drug testing with no weight class.
No drug testing, no weight
no,
class.
hey,
Welcome to Pride.
But you couldn't smoke weed because you'd get they would put you in jail.
Yeah.
Or they'd fire you.
Those
but you
are
can
the
do all the steroids you want.
Yeah, those are the drugs they test you for. They piss test us all the time, but there was no weigh-in. So, but then they did start weighing us in. Like when I fought Sakuraba, they made me cut like 27. They wanted me to cut 30 pounds, but they asked me to do it the day of the fight. I said, no, I'm not fighting.
It goes back to that favoritism, right?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Sakuraba's.
But when we fought, we just weighed in and like in a room, and they just took our weight. It was I don't remember it ever being anything like official, but that was in the beginning, right? Later on, I don't remember like no big weigh-in ceremony. Like when I fought Kevin Randleman, he didn't want to cut weight, he didn't make weight, and they had to come talk to him like, hey, Kevin Randleman's not going to make weight. I'm like, fuck, how much he weigh? He was like 225. Like you got like, no, I don't give a fuck. Let's fight. He didn't even like it was no big deal. Like you fought.
Yeah.
And you still won that
Yeah,
fight.
they wanted you guys to perform.
Yeah.
As best
So
possible.
what do we think about Reiner de Ryder? Do we feel like this pops his bubble a little bit? Or, I mean, he had a lot of good fights, a lot of good wins this year. What do we feel about him, Luke? I'll let you start with this one.
I think he showed his weaknesses, which I've seen before, which is wrestling. I mean, he had a couple takedowns, but his just positional wrestling is not going to be, if you can't keep up. Like even like Brandon Allen's not the best wrestler. He's decent, but he Brandon was he was escaping everything, and then he started to put it on him at the end. It's like you cannot rely on jiu-jitsu, and you cannot people like holding on positions. Like you got to ride people, and you stop looking for submissions. You got to learn how to ground and pound. You got to ride people with your hips.
Luke, I want to ask you a
not your
question
grips.
about that.
People are so grip oriented, and then when you hold on to grips, you start to burn yourself out. If you ride and you kind of surf the guy on the ground, and you keep your weight on him, you don't use as much energy, and you can hurt guys. And it takes all their energy to get up because your weight's always on them on your hips. People like you can relax. A guy can, if you're on me and like you're focused on grips, I know where you at. I can feel you, and I can, it doesn't take my energy. If you're riding me, you're detaching, and like I'm scared every time I move. It's taking my energy if I'm on bottom.
We've heard from Joe Rogan and guys like DC that you've trained with, and your teammates, guys like Kane, how impactful your jiu-jitsu was on the ground, how good you were on the floor, your kicks. But as an all-around fighter, you obviously understand the difference. How different is MMA jiu-jitsu compared to normal jiu-jitsu? Because we're starting to see the rise of wrestling right now. And like you said, how impactful wrestling is. You talk a lot about riding guys, but we see a lot of people instantly go for a submission. They don't get the submission, and then they just try to stay in control by holding the grip, like you just said.
That's the thing about jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu gets very stale, and you'll be complacent in positions. And wrestling, there's no complacency. You're constantly, it's hard-nosed, like the work, the preparation. You're constantly grinding. And that's what builds champions. That's what builds toughness that endures those longer fights. If you have fight in you. I mean, there's a lot of wrestlers that are competitors that break because they're competitors, they're not fighters.
Rampage, in this middleweight division, now we see the world champion Khamzat Chimaev. He had an amazing camp here, and he went on and put on one of the best performances we've seen as a dominant champion. And then you have DDP as number one contender, and then you have Imavov, you had Sean Strickland, you have Reiner de Ryder, Israel Adesanya, Anthony Hernandez, Kaio, Robert Whitaker, Brendan Allen, Michael Page, and then Jared Cannonier, Killer Gorilla. What do you think is next for Khamzat? Who do you think he would have to fight next now after seeing that Reiner loses this fight?
Yeah, that's
crazy. Who do you think's next in line? Does he fight, Sean Strickland? Does he fight de Ryder? Does he fight Israel Adesanya? I mean, everybody's been calling out Khamzat, but who can actually?
I think it's.
I hate to say it, but Strickland should win a fight, but he's probably the toughest test for him.
Wow, and I don't think you're the biggest fan of Strickland.
I'm not a fan, but he's annoyingly hard to hold down.
Sean Strickland?
Yeah.
When did you roll with him?
A couple times.
How good is he on the ground?
He's not that good on the ground, but he can get up. He just, and that's the biggest thing with Khamzat. You cannot stay.
But think about that fight, though. Think about that fight, though. If it's going to be Sean Strickland getting up over and over again, because he's not going to get tired.
Yeah.
And Khamzat not going to get tired.
Khamzat's invincible.
Khamzat, it's like he's got to get comfortable on the feet. If he can't keep a guy down, it could be tough.
What about the fact that Khamzat and Sean Strickland have trained before at Extreme Couture? Nick Sick and everything. You think that makes it worse?
That plays a role in both their heads.
Because I see Sean Strickland talking very loud.
He's talking like he knows he can do something. So we'll see.
Who's Sean Strickland?
Yeah. Do you think that's confidence? Is that to sell the fight? Sean Strickland doesn't seem scared of anybody.
No, I don't think he is. I just think that's his personality. Now, when is he coming off his what'd you call it? His suspension?
I don't know. I think like 2-3 months.
Yeah, let's see Brendan Allen versus Strickland. That'd be good.
Oh yeah, Brendan Allen versus Strickland. The winner gets Khamzat. I don't think anybody could touch Khamzat though. Not on the floor, and his striking's insane. We've never seen him really strike as much as he needs to, but his striking's insane, and he has incredible kicks.
I think
he's got good striking. Let's not get he's been tested by Gilbert Burns.
His striking is incredible. There's no one that comes close.
But look,
he got the balls and everything on that one, dog.
Damn.
No, but we saw him tested with Gilbert, and he did amazing.
Yeah, but those are welterweights. Now we're talking middleweights, and
it's even easier for him now.
I mean, there's not a lot of he's so good at wrestling that. Mm-hmm. I mean, this kid right here, Anthony Hernandez, he's a fucking problem too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, he just doesn't get tired, and he seems to be pretty good everywhere. But with a wrestler like Khamzat, he might just absolutely dominate him. He's just too good. Wrestling is that's like guys like that. It's like there's still complacency with Anthony Hernandez. He's very good at jiu-jitsu, but he doesn't have that hardness of wrestling.
Real quick before we move on, Reiner de Ryder's last 4 wins. He had a Holland, he had Bo Nickel, he had Robert Whitaker. He was coming off some incredible wins this year, and then obviously he just lost to Brendan Allen.
Yeah,
but I'd love to see what's next for him too. So now we'll move on to the
100%.
next thing. We break down a lot of fighters over the last couple of weeks, and we've been breaking down people's careers. So, Luke, I want to kind of spend some time breaking down some fighters and why you think they were so good. So I'm going to start with Rampage on this one, and then I'm going to pass the ball to Luke. Rampage, Alex Pierre. We talk about how destructive he is as a striker, probably the most destructive striker in the UFC. This guy is one of the most dominant fighters on his feet. You see his knockouts. We see what he does. What do you think it is that makes Alex Pierre one of the most dominant fighters in the world?
I think it's like he's ready. He's ready, bro. He's standing right in front of you and just throw punches and kicks in your face. But he's ready for whatever you throw at him. And now his wrestling is getting a lot better. He learns so fast. To be honest, when I first heard about him, I was thinking like, oh, he probably won't last too long because of his grappling and people try to take him down. No, the guy's ready. He's ready for everything. I think that's the one thing about him. I think he's
game.
He's game, bro. He's ready.
I hated on him. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the division and I thought he got groomed to the top, and I didn't think he had the ground game to really compete. But I mean, this guy has proved himself over and over again, and the gamesmanship is what I see every time now. Like he's so confident in there, and he doesn't question himself. I mean, we all go through moments and times in fighting, and like. And he can move up weight classes and fight the big dudes like that. Like, it doesn't even make sense how big he can get. Like honestly, like you're talking about a guy who made middleweight. Now he's going to heavyweight and he's weighing 240 pounds. Like, he don't look small.
No.
He looks bigger and bigger. It doesn't make any sense. And he gets more and more confident.
And his power.
And I'm sure he's getting
incredible.
better and better on the ground too. But
But his power, we've talked about that, Rampage. We've talked about where his power is generated from, his hips, the way he sits on his punches, the way he kind of has an amazing base, the way he keeps distance and he controls you, baiting you into his distance. I mean, everything about him seems like he is probably the best striker in the UFC, the most destructive striker in the UFC. Do we want to see him versus John Jones?
See, that's okay. See, that's different now. I'm one of Alex's biggest fans, but I've been in there with John Jones. I just think John Jones, he's not even going to take the chance of giving Alex the type of fight that
not even close.
None that Alex deserved to have. No, John Jones is not going to fight.
Deserves to have. I mean, you can't say he deserves to have it, but John takes people out of the game, and he's so good.
But that's an interesting point. Deserves to have. You're saying not deserves to have. What is wrong with
this is
not
what I'm
fighting
saying.
the fight?
This is what I'm saying. Like, because it's like John Jones is he's not even going to stand up with Alex.
He's gonna take him down and he's gonna put elbows through his head.
But isn't that what fighting is?
All
Yeah,
that thing I say about Alex, how impressed I am with him. Like, it's just John's is just a different animal, man.
Totally
We'll talk about him, but you guys talk about that. Everybody talks about that. That's one of the most like controversial talking points in UFC. Is it bad that a fighter is looking for the weakness, or should a fighter not look for the weakness? Like, should John Jones go straight for wrestling and win, or should he sit there and see if he can strike?
I understand exactly what you're saying, but for the fans, like, you want to see John Jones go out there and fight everywhere.
What does that mean
he's
to
the
you?
GOAT. For me, okay, John Jones is the GOAT, right? So I want to see him. I want to see him go out there and do an MMA fight. I don't want to see him go out there and serial gun people. I don't want to see what he did to serial gun. I didn't want to.
And I mean this as a fan, but isn't that fighting? Finding the weakness?
Yeah. Listen, that's fighting. But how entertaining is it? Like, yeah, he just took serial gun down and submitted him. Like, I don't want to see.
But that was Surreal's problem. I mean, Surreal was beat before that fight started.
Luke, Jesus, Luke.
No, I mean, you could
Disrespect.
see it. No, you could see it. I mean, it's just like he didn't even fight. Surreal could have fought a lot better, but he let the stage and the moment get to him.
As world champions, you guys could see that in a fighter. I'm a fan, right? I just watch fighting. I love fighters. I've interviewed probably every dope fighter there ever has been because of Rampage, because of this podcast. What do you see in a fighter before a fight that you know he already lost? Like, you've said that twice. You've said that a few times. You could see it. What is it? His eyes, the way he walks, the way he shivers,
The way he feels, yeah.
the way he quivers.
Yeah, sometimes you just feel it as the fight week goes on. You just know if a guy's gonna if he's starting to break, and then a guy, like, you can look in a guy's eyes and you're like, "Fuck, this is gonna be a fight."
Yeah.
And then there's all different moments, and different feels. But like I said, when I fought Machida, I had trained with him a little bit like a few years prior, and I just dominated him on the ground in jiu-jitsu, and I could feel it. I remember I was sitting in the bus, pulling in the Prudential Center, and I'm just getting ready to walk into the arena, and I see Machida like walking by me, like his bus stopped first, and he walked in. And I just looked at him, and his posture and the way he was walking into the arena, I was just like, I'm gonna fucking eat your soul. That was it. The moment I walked in, I was like, I walked in with so much confidence.
What is it? Like you just feel it instantly? Like for the people that aren't fighters, we'll never
You see
have
doubt.
that feeling.
You see honest and true doubt in a man's soul.
How you ever been warming up next to your opponent? You hear him hitting pads and stuff. You're like, oh, I'm finna kick this ass.
No way.
Yeah, you can hear him hitting pads.
Wait,
It's
really?
Like, you can hear him punching and kicking
But
pads.
why is that? Because even if they're trying to just go through the motions, you're just like, oh, he doesn't want it tonight?
You just feel it. You just like, yeah. But I'm gonna tell you about Machida. When I fought Machida, when I knew I was going to beat him, because if I didn't know how that fight was going to go. I trained really hard, but he was like the only guy that I ever fought so far, besides John Jones, before that I was kind of worried about, because like this guy is weird, awkward, right? Southpaw. And right before it's time for me to go out, you know, that's when I changed in Rampage. And I started howling, and he walked, and he was like loading up at the same time. They had us close by.
Yeah.
And then I saw it. I felt it right then and there. He lost.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I get this one. As you say that, I haven't really had that many times, but except for my last one in Dubai versus Joe Schilling, where like they got a divider in the middle, like you can almost like see over it barely, and you can hear him hitting pads. And I'm cracking pads, just kicking like my kicks are heavy, and so he's hitting his, and like he starts hearing me. He starts like, when I hit you, you better fucking stay down, Luke. You better stay. Like, I was like,
that's a tell.
I was like, he's like, stay down. I don't want her to stay down. I'm like. And he starts cracking pads, and it's like competitive back and forth.
Yeah,
I'm like, Joe, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, but I'm gonna beat your ass. I was like, you better shut up.
Hey, what was separating you guys? Just a curtain?
The divider and the whole thing. Like you could almost see him, but you could hear everything. And he just starts going off talking to me. I'm like, Joe, I'm gonna whoop your ass, dude. You better just stay down. I was like, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
You know when they started talking. You know
that's when you got him.
A moment.
Yeah. Because we all fighters, right? And we're even fighting that. We fighting our doubts. We fighting our fears. And so you think that you're doing good, but real other people like,
I mean,
but is there a moment
negative thoughts
turns you on?
You have moments. You're building up fight day, so your brain just starts going negative, and you try to keep positives. And the more negatives that enter, if too many negatives enter. You fucking
That's a good way
to
break it down.
It's like you gotta stay.
Yeah, it's true.
You seem like you have a strong mind though.
I do have a strong mind, but your mind play tricks on you.
It plays
your mind play tricks on you.
Like fighting.
It's so funny because we've never talked about this, and you guys are always saying the same thing right now. So I can imagine all fighters go through this.
Look at I was with Anderson the other day, and we were both saying like, no matter what fight, we're all having
Anderson's
fear.
fighting Chris Weidman.
I know, but I mean, like you still, no matter how comfortable you are, no matter who you're, like. There's still some fear and some negativity that's going to enter your mind, and it's always scary to walk into a fight.
Yeah, my thing is always I don't want to let my coaches down. That's my biggest thing. Because I never cared if I got hurt. That's why I fought the way I did. I never cared because for different reasons, but I'm like, my coaches, they work hard, and I don't want to like be embarrassed. That's my only fear is like I don't want to let my coaches down, but. Some fighters like, I don't want to get knocked out. I don't want to do this. You can't think about what you don't want, but there's a lot of negative thoughts that come in.
Since speaking of Anderson, we just had Anderson Silva in the media house in Jaxxon Media House last week with his kids, Gabriel and Khalil, and he's getting ready for a big fight against Chris Weidman, and Luke spent some time with him talking. Luke, why don't you kind of break down, why don't you break down why do you think Anderson Silva was probably one of the greatest ever we'll see in the UFC?
Game. He's always game. You know what I mean? He had the recipe at the right time, and he walked in there with just supreme confidence and gamesmanship. It was very Alex Pereira like. You got to stay in that mindset, and you got to act. You got to act upon every opportunity you got.
Luke, break this down for me. The Anderson Silva Vitor Belfort fight.
Like you said, just
you're good. Yeah,
the confidence every time he walked in there. Like, Vitor was such a dangerous striker, but you could see that shift in his brain, and he had so much confidence in himself. And he saw the openings. He sees openings. Like he did with Forrest Griffin. What he did to Forrest Griffin was embarrassing. I mean, like no one ever did that to Forrest, and it was just he made him look like a fool, and he went up a weight class.
We see Anderson Silva being so versed in the art of martial arts, right? The art of the discipline, the art of studying, past and present and future fighters, the art of studying the game. Just like yourself, I always see you studying new recovery techniques, new training techniques. You're a big fan of recovery and wellness. Do you feel that Anderson Silva was light years ahead of everybody else, or do you feel that he was just conditioned better? Do you feel like he was just a better fighter at the time? Do you think he was just that once in a generational talent? What was it that made him so special, though?
I think he had the right recipe of skills for the right time.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people
and
talk about.
And I always felt like I could beat Anderson, and I knew that Chris could beat Anderson, and it was about who could get to him first. And Chris got there, But there's just time. We all have times, in the game, and confidence, how it comes and it goes, and when it goes, it's gone. But
next on our list of fighters, I want you to kind of break down to me why you feel they're so special, what makes them so different, why you think they're so dominant. Is Merab Devashvili seems like
wrestling,
he is insane.
Wrestling
Again, another wrestler.
Wrestling. It's the hard-nosed wrestling that wins. I mean, you look at
what about his pace? The way he's able to put his pace on his fighter without even trying.
That's because he just never gets tired. He never gets tired, and he always wrestles. His position is so solid. Like, you look at Hamzat, you look at him, you got like a guy like Tapori. Tapori can wrestle his ass off too. I mean, there's just no weak positions. There's too many jiu-jitsu guys that have weak positioning and complacency in positions.
Complacency in position means like stalling and waiting for the right moment, and wrestling is kind of like just scrambling to get back.
You're always working and maintaining a dominant position,
but
not holding position.
Next on the list is
there's like when you're on a guy's back, you're not grinding on it. You're holding them, and you're not like.
Well, they talk about that. They talk about the biggest difference between MMA jiu-jitsu and then like kind of traditional jiu-jitsu, and one of them has so much infusion of wrestling that there is no stalling. There is no waiting for a grip to come to life. It's getting the next grip. It's like what you said. You're surfing the fighter in the cage, on the floor, on the mats. Mm-hmm. And jiu-jitsu in itself is a little bit different, I feel like.
Yeah, no, you can see it like when it works. I mean, Chris Weidman did it too. Like you guys got like Damian Maia and Chris Weidman. Chris Weidman dominated Damian because he could wrestle and do jiu-jitsu. If guys are so good at both things these days, if you don't have the wrestling, the wrestler's going to win. Like the jiu-jitsu guy is always going to get beat by the wrestler if the wrestler's got any kind of jiu-jitsu.
I got two more fighters on our list. Rampage. First, we got Mighty Mouse, and then we're going to talk about GSP and Habib. So why do you think Mighty Mouse was so dominant, Rampage?
Man, I think Mighty Mouse, he just sees martial arts. He just sees things different. Like it seems like he's just a nerd with it.
You think Mighty Mouse is a nerd?
I think Mighty Mouse is a nerd.
Do you really?
I really do. I think he's a nerd with MMA. Like he studies it and he sees it. He understands it differently than most other fighters. So when he think about it, the kid was working construction and still training and going in fights and destroying people. Like how you get the time to be that good? Mm-hmm. His level of understanding everything, and he's a freak athlete as well. Like you could tell he took everything serious. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall just to see how he trained and stuff like that. And I guarantee you, he trained different from other fighters. What do
you think the ability of Mighty Mouse is? The way he was able to adapt mid-fight. Like we see a lot of good dominant fighters, but not a lot of them get put in positions where they're maybe about to lose, or it seems like they're losing, and then they can just adapt and completely change their game. Seems like Mighty Mouse could always adapt at any moment of the fight.
Yeah, not only that, you can adapt. You can adapt, and Mighty Mouse could adapt and everything, but because of his competitive spirit, like Mighty Mouse, he don't give up. No, he don't give up. He's very competitive, and that's what you got to do when you have the will to win like that strong. Like you're going to have to adapt, or you're going to accept defeat. And you just don't see that in Mighty Mouse. Like he's lost fights and stuff before, but a lot of the greats have. But he's just not one of the people you just see like accepting defeat. That's why he can adapt. He's so competitive.
Luke, I got one for you.
Creative as well too. I mean, what he did to like the last fight in Japan, the knee,
you know why he did that too? Because the guy beat him the same way.
I mean, the arm bar. He threw the guy, adapted to the arm bar. I mean, he's done some insane things.
I was low key jealous of that one because I always want to do that, but I'm not a jiu-jitsu guy. I've thought of that, but that's not my fight style. You know, and another move I told you
Rampage,
guys.
I would pay it. I would
pay $1 million to watch you
No,
do that.
bro, I've tried. I do stuff like that in the gym, but you never see me doing it in fights because it's just not my fight style, right? I'm an entertainer, right? But I know jiu-jitsu. I'm not that good, but I know jiu-jitsu, right?
We needed to get some jiu-jitsu on live.
I-
Kick,
I-
dog.
hey,
I mean,
I-
kick.
I roll with
I want to. No, not me. I want to
Luke.
I want to
you
see.
wanna-
I
I
just
roll
want to
with
see.
anybody.
Hey, I want to see you take down this big fat guy today on
Oh
armbar.
no, that's boxing.
Oh wait, hey, you have a live sparring match today.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
all the fans out there, we're gonna show you guys a little behind the scenes on the Behind the Brand, but he doing it live on his stream.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I just walked outside to take a piss, and I saw some twerkers.
I've heard, yeah.
Luke, here we go. We got one for you. This is a good friend of yours, Islam Makhachev. Your relationship with him, and why do you think he is so dominant as a
Back
fighter?
to wrestling versus jiu-jitsu. You have a dominant wrestler that has jiu-jitsu. I knew everyone's like Charles Oliveira is good. He ain't that good when it comes down to world-class jiu-jitsu, world-class grappling.
You don't think Charles Oliveira is good jiu-jitsu?
World-class. I'm talking world-class grappling, not MMA class grappling. He don't have it comparably to a guy like Islam Habib. He's gonna get dominated, just like he did. Like he didn't have a chance in hell. People thought like he could submit him. No, he can't.
Rampage, what do you think made Islam Makhachev so good and still makes him so good, especially with him moving up a weight class now?
I've never seen him fight. I've never seen not one of his fights.
Wrestling, man. Wrestling, grappling, striking. Islam
Luke,
always had
when
it
did
all.
you meet Islam?
I think I used him for like my Machida camp back in the day.
You flew him in from Dagestan?
No, he came with Habib.
He's a Dagestan nigga?
He's Dagestani.
That's Habib's crew.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but like I would actually like I could like spar a little bit with him. Like he would come in like my 4th to my 5th round.
Oh, no way.
And like I remember he threw me one time. I was like, what the fuck?
He judo tossed you?
bigger than
Yeah,
him.
yeah. I'm bigger.
Uchimata?
I was a middleweight and he's but I got back up and got him back. But he definitely surprised me. He's very tough everywhere.
Did he beat Volkan's Musty?
He did. He knocked him out.
He knocked him out?
Yeah, he knocked him out.
I thought he was a wrestler.
Wait, let me ask you a question.
Who's that? Volk?
Oh, no.
Islam?
Islam.
Yeah, but he has
yeah,
striking.
No, they had 2 fights.
Oh.
He hit him with the head kick.
That's
But
not, was this in Anaheim?
No, I was in Australia. I think.
Australia.
Oh, okay. Because I remember Volk fought in Anaheim.
Volk
Did he?
fought Ilya in Anaheim, remember?
And
You
Ilya
watched
knocked him out.
And Ilya knocked him out.
With a head kick.
No, I think he kicked. No,
Oh.
Ilya knocked him with the hook.
with the me, you, and Luke watched that live.
burst.
Yeah,
So
all three of us.
So
were
I
together.
watched Ilya Tapura fight live.
Yeah, he follows you on Instagram now.
Does he?
He just followed you. You better follow him back.
How you full of cap?
You know, I watched yesterday. I DM'd you. Remember, I was like, "Yo, this dude." I said,
I'm a
"DM
big
him,
fan
get him
of
on the
Ilya
pod."
You know why? Because he just broke up. He probably was saying.
Oh
Hey,
my
we-
God,
we gonna get
Luke!
some- hey,
Luke,
we gonna get some ladies.
come on, Luke. Luke thinks Ilya's following Rampage because he just.
Hey, I know he knows.
Oh,
right?
No,
No,
I'm probably already following him. I'm a fan of his.
Yeah, look right there, Rampage Jaxxon. He follows you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you better follow him back. DM him. Tell him we want him on the pod. Like Bruce
No,
Buffer.
he don't want to do no part. How
Yeah,
you,
he
how you spell
does.
Ilya.
ILIA.
Yeah, have you got Marab over here?
Yeah, I'm
Marab's a man.
already following. I'm a fan of his.
All right, good.
I like
and
it.
Luke.
I like
Damn, he got 11 million.
Yeah, follow.
Yeah, he's
DM
big,
him.
dude.
And
Nah,
tell-
I'm not DMing.
Oh
him.
my God,
I don't
you're
slide.
so
I don't
bad.
slide in dudes' DMs.
Let me
I
do
know,
it for
who
you.
does
Can I
that?
put you in a group chat on IG to get him on the pod? Is
He
that
just
cool?
don't do it right now. Trust me.
Why?
Because he's just going.
That's
through
why he wants to come on the pod to tell his side of the story.
No, it's
we
probably
get the
not.
breaking news.
No. See, you guys don't.
All right, last one. Luke Habib.
Yeah.
What do you think made him so great? Why do you think he went down as one of the greatest ever?
It comes down to obviously his skill set. His wrestling was so dominant. His grappling was so dominant, but his mindset too was such a relaxation. You know, like I remember walking in, seeing him in the back. He was so relaxed going into every fight, and that's how you have to be. And it never changed. His mindset never changed. I remember walking before he fought Michael Johnson.
Okay.
I was like, and I had trained a little bit with Michael Johnson after they got at that point because I was in Florida, and I'm like dabbing him up before he walks out. What makes his walk is he's like literally in front of the curtain before he walks into the arena, and he's like, "I'm gonna beat your boy." Dude, he's just joking and laughing, like there was no pressure whatsoever. Like he's literally past the hallway, walking into the arena. He was just so relaxed. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
What was the first reaction to Habib Nurmagomedov when he showed up to AKA with you and DC and Kane?
Nurmagomedov.
How you say it? How you say it?
He showed up, I believe, your boy,
Who?
Mo.
Oh, fuck.
I think he like brought him over, kind of like influenced him. But I think Khabib obviously saw all of us there, and he wanted to work with good wrestlers. And he just showed up one day, and I was like, "Who's this kid?" I was like, I liked how tough he was. And I was grappling with him, working with him, and I was training for a big fight. And I was like, I basically just kind of had him come with me and push me. So I used and I brought him to night training and different things. We'd sprint together. We'd all kind of shit together.
And what was he like in the gym? Was he as dominant in the gym as he is in the cage?
He's very, very tough, man. Very, 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 very tough. You know, he could work with me. Not a lot of lightweights could grapple with me and compete with me. And he was always tough, and he'd always want to go harder and further than everybody else. And at that time, that's exactly where I was. And it was like, who can push the bike harder? Who can sprint faster? I remember we'd be doing sprints, and he would this motherfucker, it was a push.
Did
Habib, he pushed me to my limit.
At
And
that time,
that's why I liked it. I was like, come on, let's go train at night. Let's go train here. We train together nonstop.
Rampage has got a big sparring match right now. So before I let you go, I got one more question for the audience. At the time that you came to AKA, Habib wasn't there, but DC was there, Kane was there, yourself was there.
No, DC was not there. It was at the time I came to AKA, Kane had just showed up a couple months before. It was like Mike Swig, Josh, and John Fitch, and it was like a old school crew.
But when you guys all had the belts, it was you, DC, Kane, and Habib, correct?
Yeah.
And it was all at the same time. 4 belts in the gym at the same time?
No, I think me and DC had it together. Me and Kane had it together. I don't think me and Habib had it together.
But were you still there when Habib got his belt?
Yeah.
And were you in his corner for any fights?
I was in his locker room.
Who started
Frank Shamrock.
Frank Shamrock.
Hey, Crazy Bob Cook.
Or Frank Shamrock that was here last week teaching Hunter Lawrence, the guy, the motocross. One of our
Crazy
athletes.
Bob Cook, and we had BJ Penton won the title out of the AK as well.
Wow.
People didn't know that we have more champs than I think any team in the history of fighting.
You guys had some of the most dominant champs of all time.
Islam now too.
Luke, I appreciate you. I started to cut you off because we got to get ready for the sparring match. We're all going to go watch Rampage spar.
Rampage.
When's the last time you had a spar?
I got to do some twerking stuff
first. I want to twerk first.
Wait, when's the last time
not me. The girls.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch you
twerk.
twerk.
Shut the fuck up. The girls doing the twerk.
Hey, twerk man, when's the last time you sparred?
Real sparring
was
when I was training here with the dude like Holyfield.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Months ago. How many ago?
That was like 6 months ago.
6 months
When
ago.
you were getting ready for your fight with Rashad.
Yeah.
And Luke, when's the last time you've done any sparring? You've been back in the gym since you got back from your fight?
I'm just enjoying.
I saw you on a boat with DJ Fisher.
Yeah, no, I got.
It was Luke's birthday yesterday.
We're going to his birthday. I'm going to Bali.
Was your birthday yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
we threw him a little birthday party at Santo Studio.
Yeah, for real?
And we brought him cake, and my sister brought some
thanks
food.
for the invite.
I did invite you.
No,
you
you
were mad
didn't.
at me that day. But
No, I was out of town. I didn't get back till late anyway.
Hey,
I'm just glad that
nice
you're.
podcast. Let's get to this twerking.
Yeah, hey, we got twerking, and then before you go spar, is there anything we should know about your sparring match right now for the audience?
Well, I'm sparring this. He's a streamer.
Tits.
He's a streamer.
Titties.
No,
What's
bro,
his
don't
name?
disrespect. He.
What'd you call this guy?
His name is Chibu. I didn't say nothing about titties.
on the Ultimate Fighter.
I'm not. No. This guy right here, man.
He can throw a little bit.
Yeah. Honestly, he's like 350 pounds and he fast.
Should I get in there?
I'm not. Yeah.
You saw me do work last week, right?
Yeah. Get in there.
Yeah. You want me to get in there?
Yeah. You should.
Yeah.
But you don't want to talk shit about it. If he see it, man.
I'll say whatever I want. You think I'm weird? I got Luke Rockhold with me.
I am just
Yeah,
saying.
let him do something.
I'm just telling you.
You, and Luke Rockhold, that's the big three before
No.
Before me,
I just don't want you
Hamzat,
to
and
have no
Armin,
problem.
it was me,
I just don't want
Luke,
you to have
and
no
Rampage.
problem. I just don't want you to have no problem with a big 350 pound guy
problem, but
named
if you want a
Chibu.
problem, then it's no problem.
With a big 350 pound guy named Chimu.
I don't want no problem. But if he come over here and say it's a problem, then it's no problem.
All right, well, I would love to see you sparring.
Before Hamzat and Armin and myself were the big three, remember, it was me, you, and Luke. And you were training. You were in there every day with us.
Right.
Luke was in there every day. Don't be scared. I'm here for you.
Oh, okay. Now I'm scared. Let's go.
All right, let's go. We out.
This
Sparring.
twerk
Hey,
is
guys,
good.
thanks for watching. We're out.
you.